I had a younger daughter, she had a little bit of bullying at school and things, so we'd been involved quite a few years ago, but then my daughter had a breakdown and got diagnosed with general depression, anxiety, pretty much went off the air for quite a few years. So we were visiting a lot and I was very involved in that. And so when this came up quite a few years ago, a local Headspace centre asked if I'd be interested and could they put my name up for it. So even though we didn't have a local one, they thought that, you know, my interest and involvement on a local level, that I'd sort of expressed that more people needed to know about Headspace and more kids needed to use it, that I'd be a good candidate for that to, you know, just represent country regions, I suppose, which is a good thing. So that was where it all came from originally. I'm currently involved in the GP training project, so a training program being designed for GPs and just being there as the parent voice. It was something that during our sessions with the general group that we had, I'm probably one of the least experienced in mental health. I'm just a parent. I'm, you know, a mortgage broker. I'm finance, Excel spreadsheets and God knows what else, but I have no idea on mental health. So I'm a good, I suppose, touching point for the general population of what makes sense. So my role on that is just to say, are you involving parents? Because in my opinion, that is one of the most important things, that, you know, the parents and the friends are the ones that have got to pick up the people suffering from these issues, and they can only see Headspace or psychologists or GPs once a week, twice a week tops. The parents are there for the rest of the time. So I'm a big advocate for saying, you know, look, handouts, anything that you can give a parent will help the person suffering. So I was involved in going on Studio 10 and promoting one of the campaigns from a parent's point of view on what Headspace had done for us and what I feel it can do for others. Been involved with projects feedback-based for the Headspace website and things like that, so just getting an opinion from a parent's point of view, is that appropriate and is that helpful, and all of those things. I have got a massive amount of education from it and knowledge that there is something out there that can help, and that we as parents can help in more ways than we think. So we don't have to know what's going on, we just need to know how to pave the way to make it a little easier and make it a bit softer landing sometimes. And sometimes for me, just sitting there and listening has probably been a huge lesson that I've got from being involved on the parents and friends, because obviously you do get a heap more insight than you would just on the everyday feedback. But I've got a wider understanding of what can be done, how you can do it, what you can access, and, you know, I can obviously feed that back to other parents now, which is always helpful. From my experience being, I've had lots of parents contact me over the past couple of years that I've been involved, and I think just having someone to talk to that knows what you've been through is a godsend. So I've been that to other parents and they've been that to me as well. So sometimes I've been at the Headspace Centre, we don't have a parents group as such at the moment, but I've been involved in the emotion training and you know, things that have come up. And just a coffee afterwards has been wonderful, just to brain dump, and it's just that emotional support, and, you know, having someone else there knowing that you're not the only one that's been going through it is, you know, ever so helpful. I think the centre can benefit by having a more parent input, I suppose, on what they can do to help, because obviously in isolation they are focused on the kids. They don't, it's not their first point of call to involve parents. So for some, I'm lucky our centre is very, you know, parent focused, and no, parent and friends are integral to the treatment of the kids. But I suppose I've spoken to others at sessions within Headspace, and that's not the case across all centres. So I suppose, one, it's support for them, that, you know, they can have parents involved in just learning how to parent better. Sometimes that might be all that's needed, and if you can do that in an informal way and have the parents supporting the kids, it's better outcomes all round.